Well, hello everyone. I'm Dr. Miller and like to invite you to this video to show you how to create a table of contents. So I'm working with you guys in this particular course, and many of you are at the point where you want to put your table of contents in and you're not really sure how to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm using a Word document, it's actually a draft of our book, our marriage book that my wife and I created together. So let me get this kind of set up for you. So you're going to have your Word document, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to create some space at the beginning of the document, wherever you want your table of contents to go, right? And you just kind of put your cursor there, right? And you go up to the top across the toolbar here to References. You're going to click on References and you'll see the first choice is Table of Contents. When you click on Table of Contents, you're going to choose a style. I just always choose this first one. It works for me. And you can see right away it comes up. It says no Table of Contents entries found. And it tells me here I got to create a heading style from the Styles Gallery in order to create a table of contents. So kind of what it does is there's an automatic generator. And it goes to your document and it looks for text that has been assigned a particular style. And that text is then put in place in the format of the table of contents that you chose, through the editor tab here, right? So let me go back to the home page. And I did that on purpose so you can see what will happen, why we need to assign things. So when it's talking about the styles bar, you see right here, it says styles from your home page. You should be able to see that. And there's different types of styles that you can assign to your text. So I'm going to just highlight some text here, the word introduction. And you can see if I touch, it's on normal. So that's how it looks normal. But if I change it to no spacing, it's going to change different. There's no spacing between the lines. If I change it to heading, it's going to make it, see how it's changing. Each time I go to a different style, the font or the style of that highlighted text changes. Now it's heading 2, see the little blue introduction. Heading 3 comes back. So, and if you go up here to this whole styles piece, you see the little drop down arrow. If I click that drop down arrow, here are all the choices of styles that I have preloaded, in my Word piece, right? So we want we want to create what I'm going to just call, let's call it a chapter title. So for every chapter, you need a title. And inside your chapter, you're going to have section headings. So what we're going to do is going to create those two styles so it's easier for you to assign that text and to be able to automatically populate or generate, rather, your table of contents. So highlight your chapter title. So I'll just say this is my chapter title, right? So for my chapter title, I'm going to call it heading, right? So you see when I click heading, it's not the font I want. I want my font to be 12 Times New Roman 12, and I want it to be bold. So here's what I got to do. I got to go over to the drop down window, and I got to say create a style because it doesn't have one that I want. And I want a chapter title. So I write down here chapter title, right? And then I say modify the style because I don't want it to be in that format. I go to modify the style. I see the name is chapter title. That is what I want. Now I just want to go to formatting. And I drop the window down in there. I said I want it to be Times New Roman. I want my font size to be 12. And I want these chapter titles to be bolded. So I do that. All those things are clicked. Times New Roman, 12, and bolded. I go down to the bottom of this window here. Make sure that Add to Styles Gallery is clicked, is checked, because after I'm done, I want this to be in that gallery because I want to be able to use it again. And then I say New Documents based on this template. So I don't want it to just apply to only this document. I want it to apply to any document that I choose this style for. And then I go ahead and click heading. Now, as I click heading, I want you to watch up top here, the styles bar. When I click heading, boom, look what happens. The one that I just created is now placed in that heading piece, right? So that's my chapter title. Now, underneath that chapter title, each of you are also going to have a section heading, right? So you got the chapter title and you got your section headings, background of study, statement of the problem, whatever that section heading is. So we need to give that an assignment. So because it's a heading, I'm gonna go up top here to heading. I'll just choose heading 2, and you can see right away it is not the font that I want. So I have to go over to the drop down window and create a style again. I click create a style. I tell it that I give it a name. I'm gonna call it section heading. That way, if I need to use it again, I know exactly what it is. It's no guessing for me. I'm gonna modify that. I just want this to be plain old Times New Roman. And I want it to be plain old 12. I don't even need it to be bold, right? That's just what I want it to be right there. Why? And I need the font to be black, right? Because this one changed the font color. I go down to the bottom, add to the story, good. I don't want it just to apply to this document. I want to apply it to all new documents. I check there, and then I say okay, and it should appear up top. Boom, there you go, section heading. So now I'm almost set to create my table of contents. Now what I do is I scroll through my document, and everywhere that there's a chapter title, for instance, here's one, I go ahead and I highlight it and I assign it that style, chapter title. For my chapter headings, I highlight that and section headings, I highlight that and I assign it that style, section heading. So I run through my whole document doing that. I'll do a couple more just so you can see what I mean by running through the whole document. Chapter title, this is going to be a section heading, boom. I'll do one more, then I'll pause, finish them, and then come back and show you what to do after you assign everything. Scrolling down until I can find it. Whoop, there you go. There's another chapter title. And there is another section heading. Boom. Let's pause and come back and show you how to finish this off. All right, well, I've gone through and I have highlighted all of the chapter titles and all the section headings. So now what you want to do is you want to come back to the top of your document where you wanted to create your table of content. And remember before it wouldn't publish, right? So now all you do is you go ahead and you click on that place. It should highlight for you. See how it highlighted? And up top over where it highlights, it gives you an option. It says update the table. Next to update the table, there's a drop down window where it gives you one more chance to change the style. I don't want to change my style. I just want to update the table, right? So I want to click update the table and boom, you see what it did? It went through and everywhere where I had a chapter title, it left justified it, told me the page number that was on, and wherever the section heading was, the next section heading, it indented it, told me the page number. It found all of them. So if I wanted to go, and this is going to be like a hyperlink too. So if I want to go to chapter 6, I can just see how it says control click, and it will take me down to chapter 6 in the document. So that is how you create a table of contents. If you have any questions, you can email me or contact me through an inbox of any way that you're connected to me. Several of you are going to watch this video that are connected in different ways. So get to me the best way you can, and we'll help you with that. Thank you, guys. Remember, make it a great day or not, because that choice is always yours.